Good morning, friends. I'm Ben Hayes, pastor of First Baptist Church, Dadeville, Alabama, bringing you our thought for the day on this Wednesday morning. And I hope that you have had a great day so far as you've gotten up and gotten ready for the things that God has in store for you. Maybe you've taken the time to read your Bible and spend some time in prayer. And if not, then use this time as a time of devotion and just quiet time to focus on Him and see what He has to say to you today, because that's the great thing about spending time in the Word together, is that God always speaks to our hearts. And I'm so grateful for that He does that for us. And if you have your Bibles with you today, go ahead and open them up to Proverbs chapter 22. And there's so much good stuff in this chapter that I could go verse by verse, but I won't do that because I want to get through this. But down in verse 24, wise King Solomon gives us some great advice. He says, "Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul." And what a powerful verse that is, because Solomon knew something about human nature, something we all really know, but a lot of times we ignore it because, well, we just have different things on our hearts and minds, and we don't like to think that we are so easily influenced. But the truth is that we become like the people we hang out with. You know, when we were younger, our parents told us that. Be careful who you spend time with. We told our children that, because the truth is we take on the characteristics of the people we spend the most time with. That's why husbands and wives who have been married for so long think alike and act alike and believe alike and sometimes even look alike, because the longer we spend time with people, the more like them we become. And so King Solomon says, don't hang out with angry people, because if you hang out with angry people, you're going to become an angry person. If you hang out with critical people, you're going to become a critical person. If you hang out with positive people, then you will become a positive person, or at least more positive than what you have been. Unfortunately, what I've discovered through the years is that the negative traits tend to be more powerful than the positive traits. And the reason for that is we have a sin nature. We are born with this sin nature, and we have a bent towards the negative in this life. In fact, it's screamed out to us by all of nature, because one of the laws of physics deals with the fact that everything is in a state of decay. Every atom, every ion, every molecule, every piece of nature, everything is in this state of decay. And we see that especially in our bodies as we get older. But even our personality has a tendency to move to the negative, a tendency to become bitter. And that's why the Bible is so full of so many things that tell us to guard our hearts and to root out the bitterness that is there, and to be careful what we allow to take root in our hearts and lives. Because if we are not always watchful, if we're not always careful, then those kinds of things, the negative emotions, will take over. It's why it's so easy to become fearful. It's why it's so easy to begin doubting. It's why it's so easy to become depressed and discouraged. And King Solomon knew this, and so he says, be careful. Don't hang out with these kinds of people. Don't spend time with them, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul. That's an interesting phrase there at the end, set a snare for your soul. And one of the things that means is that as we live this life in the midst of all that's going on, if we allow these negative emotions to take control of our lives, it will inevitably affect our spiritual well-being. No, as Christians, it won't cause us to lose our salvation, but it will cause us to stumble into sin and to do things that we wouldn't ordinarily do. Depression often leads to other negative behaviors. Fear often leads to other negative behavior. That's why it is so important every day when you get up in the morning, you start your day on a positive note, and you do everything you can to remind yourself that you rest in God's hands and He's got a great plan for your life every day of your life. And as you remind yourself of these things and you focus on the positive, as the Apostle Paul says, think on these things, things that are holy, things that are good, things that are nice. It will affect your whole demeanor. It will affect your whole personality. It will affect your character. It will affect your lifestyle. So today, focus on the positive. Remember, don't hang out with the negative people. Don't hang out with the people who are bitter and angry. Focus on Jesus and learn from Him what it means to be loving and kind and patient. I hope you have a great day today. Pray for the Atkins family as we deal with their funeral today, as the funeral of Kyle, a young man that meant so much to so many people. Pray for God's comfort in their lives. God bless.